it's $10 there and $50 here and $200 there. And those amounts build up. And I believe with the staffs that everyone has, we can look copy paper. The other issue is working together with the various offices, working together with other elected officials. What is it that you're buying and I'm buying that we might be able to buy together? Now I know there's always been talk about centralized purchasing and that sort of thing. I'm not suggesting that, but I'm suggesting at this point, before it's suggested otherwise, that we look at what efforts we can make as various offices to work together in purchasing or other areas. When you use the words empowerment and that sort of thing, those are old, I think, 80s and 90s terms. I don't like using them. I like using things like, let's all get together and try to figure out a solution to this problem. We're not going to figure out a solution to making $100,000 in the next month and a half, okay? But we can make efforts towards it. And the other issue, which Betsy brought up the other day, and it kind of got poo-pooed, and then I went home and I was like, and I was the one poo-pooing it. And I was poo-pooing it from the standpoint of the Walmart in Bowling Green may have had a big impact on some of our sales revenue. Who would know better than the treasurer of our county, but yet there's a lot of things. And I went home and thought about it a little bit, as I sometimes do. Not necessarily the Walmart, but the Walmart and a lot of other things, but the other issue is those of you who are running for office, those of us who are not, as we talk and you go from community to community, shop Lincoln County. Shop Troy, shop Eflin, shop the OT in Alling, whatever it takes, but shop in Lincoln County. Those tax revenues are what keep us going and keep the revenue going for the taxpayers of Lincoln County as well as the small businesses and everything else. I'm not throwing Walmart out as the example, but there's a lot of other places to shop here. But my point is encouraging the constituents and the taxpayers of this county to shop in this county is just the folks that you work with. There's no penalty if you don't, but if you can, you certainly should. And we can see by the numbers exactly what it does and what the impact has been. There's a lot of things going. We're not going to fix the economy today. There's Republicans and Democrats in this room, I am proud to say. And we all need to work together. And the most important, if you take nothing else from this meeting today, I need you to know that, one, from the County Commission standpoint, they would like to meet with each one of you individually within the next 10 days or so, certainly by the 14th of May, if not before, and make an appointment to come in and see them. They want to get from you any ideas that you might have, and most importantly, what I would like to do is be able to help them, just in the list form, compile some ideas that different offices have had so that they can be shared with the other offices through email and not through running a copy, because that's going to cost money. I'd like you to make an appointment to see them. I'd like you to talk and encourage your employees, your staff. I like to call them staff. I like to call them co-workers at the circuit clerk's office, to help in coming up with ideas where resources can be conserved, where you can make cuts as far as stuff that you use on a daily basis. How can you cut back? Long-distance phone calls. What are some ideas that you have? I realize there are some calls you have to make back, but there are other ways in which you can conserve. Talk with them about the ideas. See what their ideas might be. I think you'll be surprised. I know you won't be surprised that all of us, everybody in this room I know, is cutting back on expenditures at this point in their personal lives. And so that needs to be done here as well. And I think this is, as I told the commission, and I'll say to you, this is the coming to Jesus moment. And for lack of a better term, it is what it is. We need to go back and speak with our staff. We need to see how we can work with other county officials, things that we can combine in order to conserve resources and cut costs, cut expenditures. I got a minute and a half. I think you boys have all seen these, but we'll give you one anyway. we run short on one, let me know. Those are the sales tax for about the last 6 years. Thanks, Chair. Got there? A couple extras coming in. Got one of those? Here's Sharon. There you go. Everybody get 2 handouts? Handouts, there's an irony in that, isn't there? Our next elected official meeting is end of May, Dottie? Fourth Tuesday, since we skipped out today, so that we do this instead. So 25th or so?
Yeah.
Okay, at noon.
Is that what it is? Okay.
County Commission would like to meet with each of us over the next week and a half or so. If any of you want to have a meeting with your staff and you'd like me to come by and share with you just a few of the ideas, maybe just to get things started a little bit, no lectures from me, but just to get things started after we've had our circuit clerk lunch in a couple of days or so, let me know, and I'd be happy to do that for a few minutes. Anything else, Commissioners? This concludes the meeting. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.